This is a foot elevated glute bridge with a band on the knees. So I'm going to start laying down. We want to activate the glutes, like in the butt muscles, the muscles by your back pockets in this. So I want the knees about 90 degrees, band just above the knees. I'm going to dig my heels in and actually pull a little bit towards me, just a touch, because I don't want to push with my legs. So this box is tippy. At home, you can use a coffee table or a couch, a bed, whatever you have. That probably won't move like this. But if I push, while I'm using this, that's my quads. I don't want to do that. So I want to push down and, if anything, a little bit back towards me. So you can see that box is now tipping towards me. Then I'm going to push into the band here to activate the muscles there. And then I'm going to kind of roll up and squeeze, and then down with control. So it's not terribly high, or it doesn't have to be to start, but I want to imagine my vertebrae kind of stack on top of each other, and so I'm rolling them up one at a time, and then I'm trying to lift by squeezing my glutes, lifting my back pockets, pause, back down. So the goal here is to be able to lift the hips, come into what's called hip extension, without using your lower back. So a lot of times when people do bridges like this, they'll come up and boom, they'll hit with their back there. And so they'll come up and I'll ask them where they feel it, and they feel it across their lower back. So with this technique, the hope is as we come up, so I'm going one vertebrae at a time. It's kind of like I'm tucking my tailbone. If I had a tail coming out of my tailbone, I'm tucking that underneath, and then I'm slowly lifting, lifting, lifting. Hold, big burn, big squeeze here, back down with control. And we just go as high as you can without feeling the low back working. And slower is going to be better. So higher is not necessarily better, and faster is certainly not better. All we're looking for in this exercise is a big squeeze work in the glutes, and then we'll progress from there into something that's maybe a little higher or a little bit different. If you're only feeling it in your hamstrings, that's back of the legs here, those are definitely working in this exercise, but I do want to feel it in the butt muscles. So if you're feeling it too much in the hamstrings, I'm just going to have you scoot closer to the surface. So now I have a little more bend in my knees, and that kind of makes it harder for the hamstrings to work. I'm definitely not going to go as high. This is maybe a little too close. So maybe I'm here. So that's going to make it harder for the hamstrings to overpower this exercise. So that's a tweak you can make there. So that's a foot elevated band glute bridge.